Test for Grade 7, Part 1. B. The first 45-minute test. Test 1. Part 1. Listen and fill in the missing words.
1. In summer, we wear light clothes because the weather is hot.
2. I have a toothache, so I must see the dentist as soon as I can.
3. Nowadays, people spend hours sitting in front of computers.
I joined a photography club, and all members love taking a lot of beautiful photos.
5. We need to spend less time to play computer games.
Part 2. Listen to the conversation and then choose the correct answer.
Get up, Tom. It's time for school.
I can't. I have a terrible headache. I worked on my geography lessons until midnight. My head hurts.
Will I get you a cup of tea and an aspirin?
Can I have 2, please? It's the worst headache in the world.
All right, let me go and wake Jane first. Jane, it's time to get up.
I can't. I have a sore throat and stomach ache.
Okay, Tom, here's your tea. Jane's ill too.
Really? But she has a math test today.
How interesting. She didn't study very much for it yesterday. Do you have a test today too?
Yes, but it's only a history test.
This is the oldest trick in the book, Tom. Get out of bed now.
Test 2. Part 1. Listen and tick the correct picture. 1. What is your hobby?
My hobby is reading.
2. What is Jim's hobby?
His hobby is listening to music.
3. What is Steve's hobby?
His hobby is flying kites.
4. What is Mark's hobby?
His hobby is playing football.
5. What are Jane and her friends' hobbies?
Their hobbies are dancing.
Part 2. Listen to the conversation between a woman and a man and answer the questions.
Do you play golf at the club?
Never. I don't like it. Playing tennis is my hobby.
Really? I used to take lessons at the park, but I was never any good at it.
You have to practice a lot. I'm on the courts 5 days a week. I play with a group at the community center.
I don't have time for that, but I swim at the hotel's pool 2 or 3 times a week.
Test 3. Part 1. Listen and fill in the blank. Hey, Ethan, I bought you some DVDs.
Thank you, but watching movies is not really a hobby for me.
Oh, I thought you would like it. What do you like to do in your spare time then?
My hobby is to play games.
Which games do you play?
I can play Candy Crush Sega for hours. What's your favorite pastime?
I don't like video games. I just like watching movies.
Did you watch Tekken?
Yes, I like it. Do you have the game?
Sure, let's play it.
Part 2. Listen to a student's report about how young people spend their free time. Young people in the United States are spending more time doing sports and other activities in their free time. According to a recent survey, the average person takes a walk very often, usually once every day. Soccer is the sport that is growing the most in popularity. Now people play soccer about once a month. More and more people are bicycling also. On the average, young people bicycle once or twice a week. Another common activity is playing video games. Many people like to do it every day. Watching sports on television is very popular too. Most people watch sports once or twice a week. It's not a very good way to get enough exercise, though. I hope young people don't forget how important exercise is for good health. Test 4. Part 1. Listen and complete the conversation with the phrases in the box. This is great. I can't wait to see Buckingham Palace. Yeah, maybe the Queen will be our tour guide.
I think we should join the queue. The last tour starts in 10 minutes.
What's the matter, Susan? Are you okay?
No, I don't feel very well. I have a headache and I feel really hot. Maybe I shouldn't come on the tour.
Hey everyone, Susan doesn't feel very well. I hate to say this, but I think we should go home with her. But how about these tickets? It will cost you. We can't go home. Yes, we can. With a bit of luck, we can get our money back. Part 2. Listen to the passage and then decide whether the statements are true or false. After school, Anne goes home to do her model making. She loves making models. She started about a year ago. She needs about 2 weeks to make a model. Then she puts it on the shelf in her bedroom. She has about 20 models now. She thinks she will need to get another shelf soon. Last term, she tried to start a club for model making at school, but the teachers and other children weren't interested. She thinks she has a lot of fun anyways. Test 5. Part 1. Listen and write true or false for the following statements.
My name is Megan. I don't eat meat, but I eat fish, cheese, and eggs. For breakfast, I usually have a glass of milk and some fruit. At lunchtime, I have my packed lunch, a cheese sandwich, a yogurt, and orange juice. I don't eat school meals because I don't like them. When I get home from school, I usually have a snack, a packet of crisps or some fruit. For dinner, we often have fish with salad or pasta. My favorite meal is pizza. I sometimes go to a restaurant with my parents at the weekend. I love Italian food, but my parents prefer French food. So sometimes we have a pizza and sometimes we go to my parents' favorite restaurant. They always have steak and chips. It's difficult for me because I don't like meat, so I usually have salad. I think good food is very important. I eat fruit and vegetables every day. My best friend never eats salad or fruits. She prefers burgers and sausages.
Part 2. Listen and complete.
Well, I'm into jazz at the moment. I bought the CD about 3 months ago and I really love it. I don't know anything about jazz, but I'm learning. In the past, I listened to a lot of rock music, which I still like. I love bands like the Rolling Stones and Led Zeppelin, and I like dance music too. In fact, the only music I don't listen to is classical. I just find it boring. My parents always listen to classical music, but I don't like it.
C. The second 45-minute test. Test 1. Part 1. Listen to 6 people talking. Do the people agree or disagree? 1.
I love Mexican food. I like it hot and spicy.
Yeah, I love it too.
Here, try some of this. I think you're really going to like it.
Boy, this is delicious. Water, water.
2. I guess I'm going to try to get a job in an office when I graduate. I think I'd enjoy office work.
Really? I don't think I'd like to work in an office at all.
3. You know what I like to do when I want to relax? Lie down under a tree somewhere with a good book.
Oh yeah? I just can't read outdoors. Usually the insects drive me crazy. I guess I'm just not the outdoor type.
4. I guess my favorite kind of music is country. I like music I can sing.
Me too. I like country music. Do you like Garth Brooks?
Oh yeah, he's fantastic. 5. In the summer, I play a lot of tennis. I really love it.
Do you? I'm not good at tennis, so I hardly ever play it. I prefer a game that's not quite so active.
6. Well, when I have free time on the weekend, I like to work on my car.
Hey, that's great. I just bought this old wreck. Want to come and have a look at it on Saturday?
Sure.
Part 2. Listen and fill in the missing words. My free time. On weekends, I don't have much free time. When I get home from school, I usually do my homework, watch TV, or read a book. My parents bought me a new guitar for my birthday, so I play that a lot too. At the weekend, I usually relax with my friends, John and Thomas. We really like playing music together. Thomas plays the keyboard and John plays the drums. John has a set of drums in his bedroom, so we usually practice at his house. John has also written some songs, so we are practicing them at the moment. My sister sometimes sings with us, and we are hoping to play some concerts one day. In the holidays, I sometimes go on day trips with my family. I am really interested in science. That's why we often go to the Science Museum. We usually go to the beach in August. We always have a great time, but the best thing is lying on the sand and listening to music on my iPod. Test 2. Part 1. Listen and tick the picture you hear.
What food do you like, Mike?
Among many special dishes in Hanoi, I like beef noodle soup most.
Do you like omelette?
Yes, but not very much.
Do you like tofu?
No, I don't like it. What about you?
I like spring rolls best, and I like seafood. especially shrimps.
What about drink?
I like lemonade. Do you like it?
No, I like orange juice. Part 2. Listen and complete the conversation with the sentences you hear.
Do you like listening to music?
Yes, of course I do.
How often do you listen to music?
Well, whenever I have free time.
What kind of music do you like?
I like pop music, and sometimes I listen to some jazz.
Why do you like pop music?
Because it's serene and relaxing.
What's your favorite band?
The Beatles and the Backstreet Boys.
Please tell me about the Vietnamese musician you like best.
Well, my favorite Vietnamese musician is Trinh Com Son. His songs are sweet, gentle, and very lyrical. Test 3, Part 1. Listen to a person phoning the Chelsea Community Center. Tick the free time activities she asks about. Hello, Chelsea Community Center.
Hello, I'd like some information about the chess club, please.
Of course.
When does it meet?
Every Saturday in the morning.
Okay, Saturday morning. What time does it start?
At 10 o'clock.
And how much is it?
It's £5 for the month.
£5? Okay, thank you.
Anything else?
Oh yes, one more thing. Who do I talk to about the language classes?
Call the language school information number. It's 9023.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Bye.
Part 2. Listen and complete the sentences with the missing information.
This is the season when everyone catches colds. Although there is no cure, most colds last 3 to 5 days. To recover as quickly as possible, you can follow a few simple steps. Drink plenty of water and fruit juice, get lots of rest, and make sure you eat healthy meals.
Test 4. Listen and tick true or false statements. Hi, my name is Nick. I live in a small town near Perth. My favorite sport is fishing. I often fish for hours without catching anything. But it doesn't worry me. Some fishermen are unlucky. Instead of catching fish, they catch old boots and rubbish. I am even less lucky. I never catch anything, even old boots. After having spent the whole morning on the river, I always go home with an empty bag. My friend advises me to give up fishing, but they don't realize one important thing. I am only interested in sitting in the boat and doing nothing at all. Part 2. Listen and write.
Let's have dinner.
Yes, Mum. Is there any bread?
No, there isn't, but there are some rice and noodles.
Noodles with beef or chicken, Mum?
Chicken.
Oh, I love chicken noodles.
And we'll have fish, tofu, and vegetable with rice.
I don't like vegetables.
No, you should eat some vegetable. It's good for your health.
Can I have an apple instead of vegetable?
Yes, you can eat it after the meal.
Thanks, Mum. Test 5. Part 1. A man and a woman are ordering dinner at a restaurant. What does each person order? Listen and tick the correct answer. Good evening. Are you ready to order?
Yes, I'll have a salad. Then I'll have the fish. What vegetables do you have?
Tonight we have spinach, peas, and potatoes.
I'll have spinach. No, wait a minute. I'll have the peas. And to drink, I'd like some tea.
Okay. And you, sir? I think I'll start with a bowl of broccoli soup. What would you like for your main dish? A steak, please. Medium, rare. And I'd like potatoes with it. Anything to drink? I'd like water, please. Okay, I'll be right back with your soup and salad. Part 2. Listen and choose the correct sentences to complete the conversation. Hi, Helen. Have you ever done volunteer work?
Yes, I have. I am a member of Sunflower Club.
What kind of volunteer work are you taking part in?
We are helping disadvantaged or handicapped children.
What are you doing?
We are playing games with them, cooking meals, and teaching them to paint.
What is the most challenging thing about doing the volunteer work?
For me, the most challenging thing is finding a way to fit into the children.
Do you enjoy the work?
Yes, I like helping children.
D. The first semester tests. Test 1. Part 1. Listen to 3 teenagers. What are their interests? Put a tick for the things they like and a cross for the things they don't like. 1. I'm Tom. I listen to music. I play computer games. I don't read books. I watch television and I don't like sport.
2. My name is Anna. I play tennis and basketball. I play the piano every day. I like science fiction books. I write a lot of emails to my friends and I use the internet. I don't watch television.
3. I'm Rick. I love music and sport. I think computers are boring. I watch TV, but I prefer reading. I love books. Part 2. Listen to the following passage and put the words you hear into the appropriate blanks.
This is a story that Charlie Chaplin liked to tell about himself. It happened after the great actor had become internationally famous. A theatre announced that a competition would be held to see who could act like Charlie Chaplin. Those taking part in it had to dress like Chaplin's film. When Charlie Chaplin heard about the competition, he decided to take part in the competition himself. Naturally, he kept his plan a secret from everybody. When the results of the competition were announced, Charlie Chaplin said, "I didn't know whether to feel angry or only surprised. I didn't win the prize. But after thinking about it, I decided that it would be the best to laugh."
Test 2. Part 1. Listen to people talking about how they spend their free time. Listen and tick the correct box for each person. 1. Bill. I think exercise is so important for our health. There is a really good sports club near my school. During the week, I play tennis there for an hour before my lessons start. On weekends, I usually work out at the gym near my house for a few hours. I also play baseball with some friends at school. It is so much fun.
2. Liz. I don't like jogging or doing anything too energetic. I prefer taking walks. I like to take a short walk every day through the park across from my house. Sometimes my boyfriend goes with me. It's nice to talk and look at the flowers and trees. On Sunday, I like to swim, but for only about a half an hour. I sleep the rest of the weekend.
3. Victor. I am a big football fan, but I only watch it on TV. I can't stand playing it. There are great games to watch on the weekend. I also enjoy watching tennis. I'd like to learn someday, but I don't like to sweat. I love chess and I often play with my younger sister. She is really good at it and usually wins. On the weekends, I love to play video games with some of my friends.
4. Maria. I just love to exercise. I like many different sports. Let's see. I like swimming a lot. I get up very early, around 5 a.m., and swim for 2 hours from Monday to Friday. I also enjoy baseball and play with a group of friends from work every Tuesday night. And I've also started playing golf this year. Before playing, I go jogging to warm up.
5. David. I enjoy exercise, but I don't do it as much as I should. I meet a friend every Wednesday and we play tennis. I'm not a very good player, but it's fun and we usually play for an hour. On weekends, I like to bicycle in our neighborhood. I guess I spend an hour or two doing that. Oh, I love baseball, but only watching it while sitting on the couch eating popcorn. Part 2. Listen and fill the missing words.
1. We can cook meals and bring them to homeless people.
2. We can ask people to donate warm clothes and help them to rebuild their house.
3. Yesterday I went to school late because I missed the bus.
4. Do you like working with children or with elderly people?
5. It's good to donate blood because you can save people's lives.
Test 3. Part 1. Listen and write the word you hear in each blank. Why do Japanese people live longer, Mom?
Longer than whom?
Than all the people in the world.
Ah, they eat a lot of tofu.
Is it made from soybeans?
Right, tofu contains vegetable protein, calcium, and vitamin B.
Does it contain much fat?
Oh no, I think we should eat more tofu.
What else do they eat, Mum?
They eat a lot of seafood and vegetables.
Only eating can help them live very long.
Not quite true. Besides eating, they also work very hard and do more exercise.
Thanks, Mum. Tomorrow, wake me up early and I'll do morning exercise.
Okay, dear.
Part 2. Listen and tick true or false statements.
Tim had a toothache. His mother wanted to take him to the dentist, but he refused. He was afraid of the pain when the dentist had to pull out his teeth. Tim's mother told him that if he did not consult the dentist, the pain would worsen. Finally, Tim agreed reluctantly. There were many people at the dentist. Soon it was Tim's turn. He walked nervously into the room and sat down. The dentist appeared friendly and told him to open his mouth. Then he told Tim that he had to pull out the bad tooth. The dentist gave Tim an injection and assured him that he would not feel any pain. To Tim's surprise, he really did not feel any pain. The dentist advised Tim to brush his teeth twice a day. Tim was taught the proper way of brushing his teeth. The dentist also reminded Tim not to eat too many sweets so that he would not have any tooth decay.
Test 4. Part 1. You will hear a boy asking about music lessons. Listen and circle the numbers you hear.
Hello, Dave Martin School of Rock. How can I help you?
Oh, hello. I saw your advertisement in the newspaper and I'm ringing to ask about the guitar lessons on Fridays and Saturdays.
Actually, we have drum lessons on Fridays, but we're starting a group guitar course on Saturday mornings. Can you play the guitar already?
No, I'm a beginner.
Okay, well, you need to come at 9:30 then. The class at 10:30 is a higher level.
How many people will there be in the class?
Well, there will never be more than 12, but we must have 6, or we will close the class, I'm afraid.
And how much are the classes?
Well, our usual price is £35 an hour, but because it's a group, it will only be £17.50 a lesson. That means it's £175 for the term.
That sounds fine. When does the course begin?
The first lesson is on the 7th of March, but you need to come in and fill in the booking form on the 3rd.
Fine, I'll do that. Thanks a lot. Part 2. Listen again and complete the chart with the missing information. Test 5. Listen to a doctor talking to her patients about nutrition. What advice does she give each person? Listen and choose the correct answer.
1. Well, from what you've been telling me, Mr. Grant, it sounds like you're already eating more vegetables. That's good, but you should definitely eat less cheese. It has a lot of sodium and fat in it. That might explain why your cholesterol is so high. 2. I'm glad to hear that you've been eating fish more often, Linda. It's much better for you than meat because it has less fat in it. It will probably help your high blood pressure too. Now, you should also try to eat more fresh fruit too, especially oranges and bananas. 3. Well, Chris, I think it's great that you've been eating a lot of vegetables. I see you've been having fruit with every meal too. That's excellent. But you say you've been feeling tired and weak lately, so you should eat more meat. 4. Miss Barton, I'm wondering about all the bread you've been eating. I know you need to lose weight, and sometimes eating a lot of bread makes that very difficult. So I'd like you to eat less bread for a few weeks. Otherwise, your diet seems pretty well balanced. You're eating meat, but not too much, as well as a lot of fruit and vegetables. 5. You're right, Mr. O'Brien. You're definitely losing too much weight. It's probably because you haven't been eating meat. Now, even if you don't eat meat, you still need protein. Why don't you try eating more eggs and cheese? They've got a lot of protein. I'm sure that will help.
Part 2. Listen and complete. I grew up listening to classical music, mainly Beethoven, Mozart, and a lot of Italian opera, and this is what I love listening to in the evening. Also, I'm really into jazz music, especially singers like Louis Armstrong and Nina Simone. I would love to sing like them or play an instrument, the piano or the guitar. I can read music, but I can't play anything. So, yes, I love music, but not all types. I don't like rock or dance music very much. Advance. Test 1. Part 1. Listen and choose the best answer to the questions. Are you successful? Pass some of that success along to a new generation by serving as a volunteer tutor. With as little as 2 hours a week, you can help a child with his homework and share your love of learning. Children of all ages are waiting for your help. Call your local school system today. The only requirement is a desire to help children. Special training or a college degree is not necessary. Must be over 18 to participate. Part 2. Listen and fill in the missing words to complete the dialogue.
I am going to visit our grandma this evening. I won't get back until 8 p.m. I prepare some food for you on the table.
What is it, Mom?
There's some meat, a fried fish, and some boiled vegetables.
Is there any omelet, Mom?
No, dear. Oh, I nearly forgot. There's a bowl of sweet soup in the fridge.
All right, Mom. What is there to drink?
There's some fruit juice like lemonade, orange juice, and tomato juice. You can choose what you like.
Is there any rice?
Yes, use the microwave to warm the food up before you eat.
Thanks, Mom. Test 2. Part 1. Listen to 5 people describing a health problem to a friend. What does the friend suggest? Complete the table. There is an example at the beginning. 1. I have a terrible headache.
You get a lot of headaches. Maybe you should see the doctor.
I'll just lie down. You know I don't like going to the doctor.
2. I overdid it today. I have a really bad backache.
Let me give you a massage. That always works for me.
That sounds wonderful.
3. My cold is getting worse. I'm going home.
Why don't you take some vitamin C? That's what I do when I have a bad cold.
Good idea. I'll buy some on the way home. 4. I ran 10 kilometers yesterday and today my whole body hurts.
Of course it does. The best cure is more exercise.
No way. I can't move. 5. I'm so tired. I've been really stressed out because of my job, so I can't sleep at night.
I have that problem sometimes too. Why don't you call your doctor and ask for some sleeping pills?
Oh no, I don't like the idea of sleeping pills. Part 2. Listen again and say if the statements are true or false. Tick the correct box. Test 3. Part 1. Listen to the passage, then decide whether the statements are true or false.
I can eat out once a week. My parents usually take me to a Chinese or an Indian restaurant at the weekend, but my favorite place to eat is the Rainforest Cafe in central London. It looks like a rainforest with wild animals. They're not real, and the food's great.
I eat out quite a lot. Once a week, I go to a pizza restaurant with my friends, and twice a week, I go out with my parents. We usually have a Chinese or an Italian meal. But my favorite place to eat is the Hard Rock Cafe. It has loud music and fantastic photos of my favorite rock singers on the walls. 2. Listen again and choose the correct answer. Test 4. Jane, Mike, and Vicky are studying at university. Now they are going back to their schools to talk about their experiences. What subjects are they studying, and in which country?
1. Some of you know me. I was a student here last year. My name's Jane, and now I'm studying psychology at the University of Reading near London in the UK. I'm studying really hard, but I am also having a lot of fun. It is difficult studying a degree in English and having lessons with people from all around the world, but I'm learning so much. I'm making a lot of friends playing in the university football team.
2. Hi, I'm Mike. As many of you know, I'm an undergraduate student studying sociology at the University of Melbourne in Australia. I love living here and I'm making lots of friends. We study together and meet in cafes. Australia is great for sports because it's sunny but not too hot. I'm working weekends at the moment to help improve my English.
3. Hi, my name is Vicky, and I'm an undergraduate student on a 3-year course studying law. My brother is studying a 1-year postgraduate course at the same university, so we are living together. I'm hoping to stay and also study a postgraduate course in law. I go shopping most weekends and walking in the park because the weather is so good. Oh, I'm studying in Sydney, Australia.
2. Listen again and circle the things each person does in their free time. Test 5. Part 1. Listen to Linda talking about her day. Listen and complete the notes.
What do I usually eat and drink? Well, I get up about 7:30, have a shower, and then have breakfast about 8 o'clock. I make a cup of tea and I have orange juice and then toast. Then I go to my office. I work in advertising. I don't eat snacks, so I'm quite hungry by lunchtime. I have lunch at 1:15. I have about an hour for lunch and I often go to a cafe near my office. I have salad and I sometimes have a cake. The cafe does yummy chocolate cakes. And to drink, well, water. I don't like to have too much tea or coffee in the day. I get home from work about 5:30. I have my evening meal at about 6:30 and I like cooking, so I try to make something healthy and interesting, usually chicken or fish with rice or pasta. I never have a dessert, but I do have a cup of coffee after dinner. Then I often go out, maybe to the cinema or with friends. I am usually in bed by 10:30 during the week.
Listen again and answer the questions.